What's up, y'all? We are your gang of four. Cyan was late. What the fuck are you doing? Undisciplined ass motherfucker.
You're supposed
We're
to
talking
spread the camera.
serious. We're talking serious fucking business here, and you're up here blowing smoke bubbles, and we're late by like 30 seconds. We're not gonna have look. We're trying to become. We're trying to become the most switched on caucus in DSA. I was
Means you got
about
to
to
be on
say,
time.
yeah, that means you got to be on time. No ill-disciplined smoke rings. None of that bullshit. What's wrong with you?
He was about to say the most turned on caucus.
Yeah. Then you've got this guy knocking fucking rifles and shit over. Thankfully, it wasn't loaded. But anyways, what's up, y'all?
I'm a
Um,
safe, responsible gun owner.
yeah, Skrilla is not here because he practices filial piety and he is visiting his parents today. So we've got a comrade from St. Louis, one of our candidates. What's up?
Hi there.
Hi there. Yes, Comrade Darkness is our resident white boy, and we cherish and value him. We will not disrespect or torment him because that's not very comradely. So, um, big doings
I don't
at
agree with that.
Ultracon. Can we host DSA adjacent to a furry convention next
Get
time?
that America flag out of your fucking name, and then yeah.
Fair.
Anyways, so big doings at DSA Ultracon. That's not what we're calling it, but that's what I call it. And as we know, only what BRG says matters. Nobody else matters. I'm being
Uh-huh.
facetious. It takes all of us to make this work. But so we elected a very, very solidly left NPC. We do have a decent left majority on our NPC this year. And we also passed some pretty dope resolutions. And we heard from Rashida Tlaib, everybody's favorite congressperson. Well, Liberation's favorite congressperson. Is Rashida Tlaib our favorite congressperson? Do any of y'all fuck with AOC?
No,
No.
obviously
Yeah.
not.
Obviously,
We've
I
talked
don't
about
know.
this before. We
I don't,
I fuck
You
with
think
Elon
anyone
Omar
in the
too.
Maoist caucus would fuck with AOC? Be
I
for
don't
real.
know. It's,
Do you think
it's-
AOC fucks with us?
I don't even
Definitely
think
not.
AOC knows who we are. I'm pretty sure AOC knows who we are because of the whole Elias Rodriguez statement. But
Oh yeah.
anyways,
bro.
why haven't you expelled these people yet? anyways, so um,
Expel or
let's
be
hear from the
expelled.
let's hear from the president of DSA. No, Rashida is not the president of DSA. We have two presidents actually. We have two co-chairs. One is named Ashik Sadiq. I think I pronounced his last name correctly, and the other is homegirl Megan Romer, who I had plenty of time to chat with during convention, and she is dope. And I was glad to rank her number one for co-chairs. So Meg is back in office. So let's hear from our president. Well, our honorary president. I love her fit so much.
Jean jacket goes hard.
Some millennials are cool.
Stop interrupting the president, Cyan.
The president hasn't even started talking yet.
Or you're interrupting the applause, you prick.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you all so much. Thank you, thank you. Thank you all so much. I don't know where my Metro, I gotta do a call out to my Metro Detroit DSA chapter. Where are you? That's my family. They believed in me when nobody had ever heard my name. I want to thank you all so much. I am coming from the most beautiful, blackest city in the country, the city of Detroit. I bring you.
You know, it's amazing like how much solidarity Palestinian Americans have with black people. Like they fuck with us heavy. Like if you go to Chicago, like there's Palestinian drill music even. Like if you watch the Hamas and like if you watch videos from the resistance in Palestine, like all of those videos are set to drill beats. It is awesome.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. They're natural allies.
I bring you greetings, Democratic Socialists of America. Comrades, we know that this is the moment for our movement. It always been feels like it, but this is the
Everybody was laughing at that Secret Service dude, by the way. Like, I'm pretty sure that was the first time that like a Secret Service guy had been at a DSA convention or any DSA event. He was just hanging out. I wonder if he joined. Like, I wonder if
He's
Rashida
probably
talked him
sitting
into
there.
Bro looks like
Like-
Agent 47.
A room full of commies.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They're
Black
gonna
Agent-
They're gonna assassinate. They're gonna-
Black Agent 47. Like, we should make sure, like, we should investigate like all weird murders in Chicago, because I don't know, that dude does look like he got up to some extracurricular activities when he wasn't guarding Rashida.
Gotta check if he's got a
Get this-
barcode on the back of his head.
Yeah.
moment. We know that we're at a center in fighting fascism, and we
He's
are
mogging,
the
bro.
people that are going to be successful in pushing back against those that, again, remain silent. Before I begin, I want to ground myself in my roots, not only as the daughter of Palestinian immigrant parents, but as a girl that was raised in the most beautiful, blackest city in Southwest Detroit neighborhood, where you found 20 different beautiful ethnicities, where movements are birthed. It's where each neighborhood has its history rooted in a movement that grew from the streets, not City Hall. Movements that grew from the ground up, not legislative branches full of sellouts in corporate boardrooms. Detroit, my siblings, has seen firsthand the pain and the hurt of policies rooted in racism and capitalistic schemes that keep our families in survivor mode. If there is any city that can take down fascism, it's my birth city. Detroit versus everybody is not a cool phrase.
I'm going to answer this one time and one time only. The rest of you comrades can hop in as well. Why did DSA take 43 years to become vaguely anti-Zionist, with 46 voting against being anti-Zionist? Aren't you just running cover for a social fascist organization?
It's
First
a
of all-
decent question. Yeah, I feel like it's a decent question. That should
No,
be
it's
addressed.
a bad faith question. People have
It's
been
bad
asking
faith,
us.
but-
People have been asking us this since we passed R22. Look, DSA is a multi-tendency organization. That means that we have comrades who are. We even have a Gramscian caucus. It's called the Mountain. I believe they named themselves after La Montagne from the French Revolution. DSA is not a social fascist organization, okay? Michael Harrington died in 1989. Was anybody here alive in 1989? I wasn't.
No.
The guy died before we were born. His remnants they self-purged. Okay? These people have been gone for almost 10 years. There is no meaningful Harringtonite influence in DSA. I've been a
Yeah,
member
but have you
for it.
seen Gradient AVIs? I feel like there still is like a decent like. I feel like
Even
if we want to be effective when it comes to understanding DSA, like I know you're, like, or at least all of us are in DSA for a reason. But if we want to be like, if we want to think of this like from a Maoist perspective, or I guess just from a not rightist perspective, like it's important to recognize that there's still like a good population of people in DSA that that don't even have my critical support, I guess, is what I'm gonna say.
But they're still our comrades, though. Like, we should not allow outsiders to attack our comrades, regardless of whether they're in SMC, groundwork, or whatever. Like, even SMC and groundwork in Michael Harrington's DSA, like, if this was 1992, like, they would be considered ultra left. Like, that's how far this organization has come over 30 years. And we're going to talk about R22 later, the For Fighting Anti-Zionist DSA.
Yeah.
I was a big booster and supporter. I helped whip for it. I love our Springs of Revolution comrades. We had one of them, Andrew T, who was elected to the NPC at convention. But like, no investigation, no right to speak applies. Like, all of us are in DSA. All of us have been putting in this work. This convention is the result of years of work.
I mean, there
And
is a reason. there's a reason people like Ahmed and stuff who like have worked a lot with PYM and are willing to actually work with DSA and
Yeah.
promote anti-Zionist stuff. Like, it's not because we're a hopeless organization that's just chock full of Zionists and Nazis and shit. It's because there is potential in the organization.
Yeah, that's why we're all here. That's why we bothered to organize a Maoist caucus in DSA, because like we noticed that okay, there's a shitload of Maoists in DSA, so why not organize them? Why not actually push for and struggle our line within the organization? And Maoism is part of the Big Ten. It's a socialist tendency. It helped unite the Chinese nation, which was splintered and fractured and suffering from imperialism. So it's pretty dope shit, and we believe that a lot of our comrades have a lot to benefit from learning what Marxism, Leninism, Maoism is. That's why we're here. So, are we running cover for a social fascist organization? Like, honestly, I think that whole term, it's sectarianism in and of itself. Like, it's Comintern era stuff that is the heritage of an extremely sectarian period in our history that produced some pretty nasty consequences on the international communist movement. Honestly, I think we should have left that in the 30s. But are there still actual like people with hyper rightist reactionary lines in the ranks of the socialist movement? Yeah. Or people who call themselves socialists that promote reactionary shit? Definitely. Like I'm not a big fan of Sean Fain. He is a representative of the left wing of the labor aristocracy, and even though he plays like he faints at supporting Palestinian liberation struggle, at the end of the day, he's still going to betray his social imperialist. That's a better term than social fascist. Honestly, the way that a lot of people use the term social fascism is more a rhetorical device anyway. But they don't even know what that term meant in the original sense.
Would you call people in would you call some people in DSA social imperialists?
I call people in DSA social imperialists. I do think that we have comrades in our organization that have those types of tendencies, sure. A lot of people who want to put imperialism on the back burner, who act as if imperialism is not the primary contradiction and solely focus on economist struggles and don't have a thoroughly worked out analysis of imperialism. Sure, those types of people do exist. I mean, we are at the imperial core, and I would even dare say that in many cases that position is the default in the socialist movement in the imperial core. Like anti-imperialism is something that has to be taught, and it has to be translated into practice. But on the other hand, it's also the fault of a lot of anti-imperialists because they try to turn this into a moral struggle, and they don't actually like appeal to people's material sensibilities. Like imperialism is dying. Imperialism is not going to be able to give you any more shit, and we have to convey
people
that
like
to people.
fucking the ACP people are so fucking annoying about this too, because like them being like DSA has all these Zionists and shit, and then like wanting to unite the US like and just brutalize like indigenous
Yeah.
people is just like
We don't
it's
want to
just
unite the
so
U.S. We don't want to unite the U.S. We want to destroy the U.S.
Exactly.
Sean Fain and Sean O'Brien could get bent. Keep your sexual proclivities off our street.
Diva
Anyways,
Darkness. What do you guys think?
Honestly, part of my issue with a lot of it is the same thing that what BRG said. It's just that like, no investigation, no right to speak. I mean, when we're talking about like this resolution that happened in DSA or R22 specifically, it's one that I keep seeing being posted constantly all the time, just as a reaction image in a lot of instances, without ever discussing what the resolution's about, what specifically the people who voted no, what it is that they were proposing. And really, I think in a lot of them, because I also see it's compounded with the other resolution of like a one state Palestinian, one state solution for Palestine resolution, that people are just basically taking the names at face value and then being like, see. And I find it to be ultimately a thought, like, what's the word? Like
it's online slop. Like people haven't investigated. And on the other hand, that is a lot of that.
It's
a lot of that is
terminating. Yeah, it's thought terminating ultimately.
The
a lot of that
Gonzaloites will lead the revolution.
Who gives a shit about the Gonzaloites? There's only like 20 of them left. But anyways, like in a way that is kind of our fault because we should like I'm a big supporter of the proposal that like next convention we all of our like we don't have names on these resolutions, they're just
Yeah.
numbers.
Yeah.
Like because
Avoid this
there was a
headache
lot of
altogether.
yeah, because there was a lot of manipulation with titles and stuff.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
okay, like um we could propose a resolution, I don't know, for the support of kitty cats. And then you read it and it's about how all kitty cats should be shot. Like
Oh.
yeah,
The
like
puppy
it's
the puppy mill one is better.
yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah,
But
like that's and we kind of brought that on ourselves because now people, if somebody's not in DSA, they've never read the resolution, they'd be like, "Oh my God, why did you guys vote down one Palestinian state?" And then it was like you had people that were rambling about Islamic ethno nationalism, basically, basically using it as a cudgel to beat the Palestinian people's full self determination rights as expressed in Al Thawabit over the head. So a lot of manipulation, a lot of low information. And if you're a low information person, then you really have no business commenting. You have no right to speak because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, do you see us commenting on PSL's internal affairs? No, because first of all, it's none of our business. We're not in PSL, and then second of all, we're not privy to their internal matters because we don't know because we're not in PSL. We're not on the central committee. We don't know anything about them. So what business do we have talking about it? It doesn't make much sense. Anyway, let's go back to Rashida and see what she has to say.
It's the truth of our struggle, especially our Black neighbors who have done it unapologetically. This is a city that taught me that institutions like Congress weren't built for people like us. Community mothers like Lila Cabell, who worked with Rosa Parks, Grace Lee Boggs, they taught me as a young organizer, and they taught me, they understood that transformative change in our country always comes from us, not the White House and not the United States Congress.
I love DSA. You know why I love DSA? You literally have somebody with a Secret Service agent hovering behind her, mentioning Grace Lee Boggs. Like, that's game changing. I love this fucking org. Yeah, most Zionists in DSA self-purged after October 7th.
right.
Like, I have not I have not met like a single person that's like, you know what? Israel is dope. I support everything they're doing. Those people do not exist in DSA. Like, has anybody here ever met somebody that says, you know what? Fuck Palestine. I support Israel. Nobody's going to say that because they would be expelled. Even before R22, they would have been hounded from the organization. They would have not been able to get by anywhere because like people keep receipts. Like people are like, okay, you said this. You literally said that Israel's dope. You said that, but you said that Gaza should be glass. Get the fuck out of my face. They would not have been welcome in any DSA chapter because the DSA grapevine and rumor mill, that's real shit.
To be fair, liberal Zionists, though, won't say that outright.
Yeah.
That is true. Yeah, that's true. And also, if any of you all like this stream or you guys want to hang out with cool people like us, well, I think we're pretty cool. Some people in chat may disagree, but we have the Join DSA link at the bottom, and we look forward to calling all of you all comrades. See that, comrades? You can never say that the Maoists did not give you anything.
Honestly, it's like if you have a problem with like potential Zionists or liberal Zionists or people being like soft on Zionism, you know, whatever critiques that you might have had about the people who voted no in R22, it's like, okay, join DSA and like struggle against them then.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying like your critiques are invalid. Like a lot of what like the frustration that some people have around like some of the lack of militancy of, you know, some of these other members is valid, but like, you know, you can also join DSA and whip them in a different direction. You can be the change you want to see.
Like it's literally possible. Like DSA is such an open organization. If you join your local DSA chapter and you like distinguish yourself in a certain area of work that your chapter has not otherwise been doing, you could be a delegate to the 2027 convention. You can be co-chair of a working group or a committee. There's a lot of shit that you can do. Like, be the change that you seek. There is no, like, the worst type of leftist is somebody that does no work of their own. They just sit up and complain and complain and complain. You have no alternative program. You have nothing to offer but criticism that is rooted in nothing but a cursory examination of a book that you didn't even read thoroughly or read critically. But just vibes. Oh, by the
Yeah.
way, speaking of books with vibes, Seth Harp's The Fort Bragg Cartel. You might have seen on my Twitter. I've been posting excerpts from it. Get it, read it. Like it's some really, really, really dark shit that went on in the most elite elements of the U.S. military. You know, they had a dog named Rocky. He was a Belgian Malinois because the military loves
God.
Belgian Malinois dogs, and they had this dog with titanium dentures, and
God.
as a treat, they let this dog feast on the brains of the people that they killed. And one of
What the
the
fuck?
Delta Force people kept this dog as a pet. And his girlfriend came over and was like, "Okay, why doesn't this dog have any fucking teeth, bro?" And the guy, the operator, was like, "Oh well, yeah, we had to take his teeth out because he was trained to kill. Like that's all he knows. And if he doesn't know you, and I say a certain word, he will literally rip your fucking throat out if he still had those titanium dentures."
Okay,
yeah,
that's straight up animal abuse. Like, bro, you
Yeah.
made this dog teethless because you wanted to make it a fucking fighting machine. Like, bro, I
Yeah.
swear to God, these fucking fascists need to be. Let me not say it on stream.
I'm gonna be talking a lot about the Fort Bragg cartel eventually and when
Hell
I
yeah.
finish it. But yeah, it's a very, very, very dark book. It's certainly not for those with weak stomachs because you're gonna read some pretty fucked up shit. But this is shit that people need to know, and we need to
Mhm.
protect Seth Harp. Like I would not be surprised if they fucking try to Gary Webb this guy because that's how fucking dangerous this book is.
When did it come out?
It came out recently. I had it on pre-order months ago.
Yeah, them Fort Bragg dudes are nothing to fuck around with. Like, those dude motherfuckers will disappear your ass.
Yeah, then there's a whole town. They call it Vietnam, but that's where a lot of like retired Delta Force SOCOM guys live. And yeah, there's a whole like epidemic of wife killings, all types of fucked up shit going on out there. Anyways, back
That
to
tracks.
something that inspires you.
Both of these institutions didn't care about the right to organize unions or passing the Civil Rights Act or the Voting Rights Act until people pushed them from the outside in. We all know how terrifying this current political climate is. We have watched in horror for years as both Democrats and Republicans have ignored working class to carry out wars to help the 1% and the billionaires, and now a genocide of the Palestinian people. This is a room that understands, and we know this. They would rather send bombs and money to a rogue, violent apartheid state than fund free healthcare here at home. Both party establishments should forever be condemned by their immoral participation in one of the history's worst crimes at every expense of the American people. You know what my colleagues don't understand, and they don't want to acknowledge that all across the country, every corner of our nation, people who do not share my faith nor my ethnicity are demanding an end to the funding of the genocide, to the war crimes, the forced starvation. The majority is with us. I watched them in caucus bring in poll after poll. Not one of them poll people on whether or not they want to stop the funding of the genocide. There are too many warmongers in Congress. Many of them profit from the defense contractors by owning stocks in war manufacturing companies. So when I watch them press the button, the yes button, for the bloated nearly $1 trillion defense budget, they benefit personally. But when I see them do that, I know it's years farther away from Flint getting clean drinking water and all across the country, that it takes us farther away from actually fixing and having universal health care, because right now we have sick care. It takes us further and away from understanding the working people should be at the forefront of what our government funds for them to be able to thrive, not just survive. every Palestinian who was killed with U.S. weapons was killed because members, including Presidents Biden and Trump, believe Palestinians don't deserve to live. They think and believe in those racist tropes that have made Palestinians disposable in their eyes. But DSA, we have always been rooted in a growing anti-war movement in our country, one that is centered on dismantling capitalistic systems that benefit from death, extraction, oppression, and pain. From Detroit to Gaza, DSA knows that when we say free Palestine, we are also saying water is a human right, healthcare for all, fuck wars, end mass incarceration, abolish ICE, housing for all, and so much more.
Why does she sound like a member of our fucking caucus? Like she literally sounds like she could be a
Recruit her.
liberation caucus. Huh?
Recruit her.
Recruit her. Yeah, put her. Let's give her. Let's just low key. Let's just next time we see her, next time one of us sees her, just low key hand her a PFLP headband.
Maoist
And a Glock.
Hell
I'm pretty
yeah.
sure. I'm pretty sure she already has one. She is from Detroit, for fuck's sake.
But does she have a liberation
Well,
signed Glock?
here's the problem. Maybe she only has one Glock.
Does she have a
You clearly
Tiva
need
signed
two.
Glock?
Jesus, how many Glocks can one person have?
Well,
Not
you put two
enough.
Glocks and put two Glocks together, you got the Glockinator.
The fucking darkness is gonna crash and just show up dual wielding fucking Glocks. you fucking first worldists.
We have a lot of folks that continue to say we are the richest country in the world, yet we continue to watch people go bankrupt because they got sick. The violence against our people doesn't have to come in a form of a gun or a bomb. The system and structures around us kill our people, our neighbors. It's the same effect. That's something that DSA continues to show them over and over again. Our government is scared of the strength of our movement, and they're increasingly desperate. Y'all, I watch them. Desperate. Repression shows how weak they really are in the face of our people. We must continue to demand complete arms embargo of all weapons to the Israeli government. You all know this.
Question, big question. So, in St. Louis, there's like there's a strike on by workers from Boeing. They're organized with the IAM, the Machinist Union. So, she spoke of an arms embargo. None of the demands of this strike are like around. They don't even mention Israel at all. Like it literally. Hold on, let me pull up the statement. Let's read statements. We all read statements. We did not lose science. Science is with us forever.
I was getting weird audio shit. I'm sorry.
Science is with
please
us.
give me more super profits.
Science is with us in our dreams. Science is with us forever. Let me try to find the fucking shit. Yeah, I need to quit spamming up the fucking Discord. Now I can't find no fucking thing.
Oops.
Oops.
Thanks,
y'all were even in,
darkness.
and the fucking shit posting. Y'all were even spamming that up. It just fucking ill-disciplined ass Maoists. Anyways,
we had to have wonderful conversations.
No shit posting in the shit posting channel.
yeah, no shit, no serious posting in the shit posting channel. Christ. Look, I expect to find cute little memes and stuff, and here I go, y'all are in here having fucking theoretical discussions about AI and all this shit. But yeah,
You're the
we're
one
not
who
gonna watch.
recruited Maoists.
Yeah, Maoists are consummate shit posters. I know. Hold on, let me switch to the tab. Yeah, I'm not cutting Rashida off. Rashida is dope, but you guys can watch her stream. You guys should watch the stream of her address on DSA's YouTube. I highly recommend you watch it in full. It was even better seeing it live. But so this is what's
Humble
happening.
brag.
The IAM union is urging Missouri congressional delegation to support striking Boeing workers. So the justification for the strike is they basically want a better deal. Yeah, they want a better deal. There's no mention about stopping the arms, going to. There's no like discussion around stopping. Like if your country is engaged in a genocide, when you go on strike, like your main thing, your main like line should be, we need, you know what, we need to stop sending weapons over here to help kill these people. Like these people, they make bombs, they make a fighter jet, they make fighter jets, they make F-15s, they make FA-18s, they make all this type of shit, and they're proud of this. They're proud of the fact they make cutting edge missile and defense technologies. Their work is safeguarding their work is vital in safeguarding national security and supporting U.S. and allied defense operations. So basically, they're big supporters of NATO, and that's a contradiction that you run into when you're talking about like organizing or supporting strikes that have that are rooted in imperialism, like the military-industrial complex. Like it's a real fucking thing. It's a big fucking thing. And when we're talking about like labor organizing, we cannot just enter into these strikes and stuff like that and engage ourselves in these types of things without maintaining the position that anti-imperialism is the number one primary contradiction on the face of the earth. So fella says, let's see. For generations, IAM union members at Boeing Defense have worked tirelessly to produce the finest planes and other defense equipment the world has ever seen. Our members have made innumerable sacrifices over the years building fighter jets and other military equipment which ensure the safety and success of our men and women in uniform.
I bet Iraqis and Afghanistanis are just absolutely so happy for these workers who are fighting for better wages to make the weapons that fucking obliterated their country. Like, yeah, dog.
Yeah, like this is fucking.
As a machinist, I would never be caught dead making shit like that. Like, nah, dog.
Yeah. Yeah, like, bro, you fucking wash dishes because you don't want to work military shit.
Yep.
And like to be like, well, we can't just lose our job. Like, man, fuck your job. Fuck your job. That's like
adopt revolutionary defeatism. Drop the job.
That's like
this is a pretty clear example of labor aristocracy.
Yeah, it's a glaring example of labor aristocracy. I mean, literally, like, they're begging Boeing for more super profits from imperialism.
Yeah, more for me is not liberate humanity.
Yep.
That's what Sakai said. More for me is not liberate. Like, you all don't mention the fact that y'all are making fighter jets and bombs. And like one of the guys told me once, oh, we don't make bombs. Oh yeah, you just make the jets. How did the bombs get to the ground, buddy?
Like, it doesn't matter. Even mention there is a bomb factory in like
in
North
St.
County.
Charles.
Yeah.
Like, you all are still complicit. If you like, how do you expect communists, socialists to support you, and you fail to acknowledge your own complicity in the system? And then you help y'all win the strike. Then y'all gonna go back to making shit again?
That's the plan.
Y'all gonna go back to making this horrible shit again? Like, no. Like, where's the accountability? Oh, well, you just hate poor workerinos. Yeah, fuck these particular poor workerinos. So,
and they're not even poor. I mean, I think they have a tiered wage system, if I remember correctly. And throughout the like span of years that you'll work there, you'll go from like, I think 18 an hour up to like 25 or something like that. And I think they're trying to push for like 30 and around 30 and whatnot. And so it's like
$30-something. That's more than the average American worker makes.
Yeah, I ain't never made anything close to that.
So shit, you make it 35, you make it 35, $40 an hour to make fucking weapons that reduce little Palestinian kids to goo, and y'all can't even analyze and scrutinize your own complicity? Come on, man.
I still remember, like, what was it, 3 months into the genocide, I went to a job interview at this one machine shop, and I had no idea that they were subcontracted out to Boeing. And the dude who was interviewing me and showing me around gave me like a fragmentation sleeve of a missile, said, "Yo, isn't this cool?" And I was just like immediately felt sick to my stomach because I just immediately envisioned what the hell this thing was used for. Like, no, dog, this isn't cool. This is terrifying. Like, you're a sick fuck, dude.
Yeah, and a lot of these people are proudly ex-military.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, like they literally leave the service and they go and make shit they go and make shit to kill people. Like a lot of these people, like a lot of cops are former military.
They probably get the training in the military too to make shit.
Yeah.
I remember I remember recruiters hitting me up, and I said, "Fuck you."
Yeah. Like it's not that hard to be principal. It's not that hard to be principal.
Really?
Like it's really like, do you want the rest of the world to come over here and hang your fucking ass? Like that's what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
That's what's gonna happen.
They see it as
will happen.
They see it as immediate versus long term. So if it benefits them in the immediate, they don't really care about the long term. And it's hard to reason with people like that because 90% of the time they're just looking at what's right in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, that's how we're trained in the Imperial Corps. To be honest, like
instant gratification.
You're not trained to think. You're not trained to be like, okay, if I keep making this shit, if I do this thing, if I join this military, people are gonna fucking hate me. People are not gonna like me.
They really take that whole. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, ignorance is bliss is really a motto of the American people.
What is your opinion on the American Party of Labor? I really don't have one.
What's that?
I really don't have one. Like, why do I have to have a position?
I genuinely don't know what that is.
Yeah,
why do I have to have a position on every little fucking book club? Like,
okay, but actually,
practice.
What is it?
It's like some hotshot sect. I don't know.
Well, it's a party and it's for labor. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Some type of hotshot shit. I don't fucking know. I don't care. I'm the largest socialist organization in the country. Why the fuck would I have to worry about the fucking APL for? All right, so R22, the topic of discussion. So let's read it. Like a lot of people, look, if you're going to be running around calling yourself a communist, know how to fucking read. So I'm going to read this to you. I'm going to read this to you. If you go on my Twitter, there's this. For a fighting anti-Zionist DSA is adopted by the 2025 DSA National Convention. Be it resolved that DSA shall make organizing in solidarity with the Palestinian cause a priority until Palestine is free, unequivocally affirming our commitment to al-Thawabit, the principles originally set by the Palestinian National Council in 1977 and repeatedly reaffirmed since, which are the Palestinian people's right to resistance, the Palestinian right to self-determination, the recognition of Jerusalem as the capital of Palestine, and the right of Palestinian refugees to return to their homeland from the river to the sea. Be it resolved that DSA shall expand on the expectations established by the Make DSA an Anti-Zionist Organization in Principle and Practice resolution ratified by the 2023-2025 NPC that DSA candidates must support the BDS movement, refrain from any and all affiliation with the Israeli government or Zionist lobby groups. So no more junkets, no more trips to Israel, none of that bullshit. No more taking money from J Street, none of that. None of
Wesley
that.
Bell.
No. Yeah, fuck Wesley Bell. He's going to lose his fucking seat. And pledge to oppose legislation that harms Palestinians and support legislation that supports Palestinian liberation by affirming that these commitments, as detailed in this resolution, must hold true for all candidates endorsed by National DSA or DSA chapter. What this means is if we endorse you at any level and you decide that you want to basically be an APAC punk, you're going to lose our endorsement. We're not going to support you. We're not going to canvass for you. We're not going to work for you because we do not participate in. We do not help out people that want to orient towards genocide supporters. It's really that simple. Be it resolved that any candidate questionnaires used to determine national and local endorsements must inquire about that candidate's position on boycott, divestment, and sanctions, and should include further scrutiny on that candidate's commitment to Palestinian liberation. Be it resolved that potential candidates who cannot commit to the aforementioned basic expectations shall be deemed by the NEC, the National Electoral Commission, as well as any relevant approving bodies at the chapter level, as ineligible for endorsement either by National DSA or a DSA chapter. If you fuck over the Palestinian people, DSA will no longer work for you. Be it resolved that upon receiving fair and ample opportunity for education about the Palestinian struggle for liberation, endorsed candidates who fail to continue to uphold the aforementioned basic expectations after being endorsed and or taking office shall have their DSA endorsements revoked locally and or nationally as applicable. Be it resolved that DSA members, regardless of endorsement status, who are credibly shown to, 1, have consistently and publicly opposed BDS movement and the Palestinian cause, such as by denouncing the BDS movement in public interviews, writing public op-eds denouncing BDS, drafting and voting in favor of legislation that suppresses BDS, such as legislation that suppresses speech rights around the right to freely criticize Zionism/Israel and or the right to boycott, making statements such as Israel has a right to defend itself, fuck you, Bernie, making or endorsing statements or legislation equating anti-Zionism with anti-Semitism even after receiving fair and ample opportunity for education about the Palestinian struggle for liberation. 2, be currently affiliated with the Israeli government or any Zionist lobby group such as, but not limited to, AIPAC, J Street, or Democratic Majority for Israel, DMFI, aka fuck you, Nifya Ramen. 3, have knowingly provided material aid to Israel, voted to provide Israel with material aid, gave direct financial donations of any kind to Israel and or settler NGOs who carry out the mission of Israeli settlement and Palestinian dispossession/displacement, such as the Jewish National Fund, the Israel Land Fund, the Hebron Fund, and Rehavim, shall be considered in substantial disagreement with DSA's principles and policies. Be it resolved that DSA shall continue to organize chapters of national bodies to act as meaningful partners within the Palestinian Solidarity Movement, prioritizing campaigns and organizing approaches that directly undermine material support for Israel, respond to priorities identified with the Palestinian Solidarity Movement, and correspond with strategic organizing sectors, while DSA is well positioned to contribute, such as logistics and higher education. 2, build an organized mass base of support for Palestine and engage a range of political and mass organizations, communities, and economic sectors, thus bringing working class people together through joint struggle and strengthening our local and national coalitions, particularly with Palestinian-led organizations. 3, protect our movement and build resilience against state and Zionist repression. And it goes further on, but you can read the whole resolution in this form on my Twitter. And ask anybody that helped campaign for it. We will be able to provide you with the resolution in its entirety. So what do y'all think about that? Do we support Zionists? Yeah. Did 45 or whatever percent of our organization, wait, no. What's the number again? I'm looking at my open slides. I had that access. 43.9, 44%. Wait, no, that's on a fucking ruling / motion thingy. 43.7%. So can we really say that 43.7% of our organization is Zionists? No. Yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah,
from my understanding,
what the no is, like what their
most
position is.
Weren't most people against it because they thought like what's it called?
The purge is coming.
Rashida and Zoran would be unendorsed.
Again, low information. Like the whole campaign about this was driven. The whole campaign against this was driven by misinformation. It was.
I'm gonna be honest though. I do think there's still a good amount of people within DSA, even if they're not publicly active, that aren't exactly Zionists, but sympathetic, at least sympathetic to Zionism.
I wouldn't call them sympathetic. I would just call them low information, to be honest. Low information, mother. Low information, mother.
They're stupid, but they're also materially.
Yeah. Be nice and be principled.
If we're being like materialist about it, I mean, your average person in the U.S., especially those who are, like settlers themselves, are usually like very casually, taught that Zionism or Israel itself is just a natural state of being and has always been there. So like a lot of people never had the critical information to
we're
be
DSA.
Science.
We're DSA.
Oh, of course. Don't get me wrong.
The left holds the majority on the NPC. Stop fucking asking. Damn. Same question over and over.
You're cranky, Chris. You're cranky.
Same fucking question over and over again. Does the left hold the Jesus Christ. I already answered the question. The left holds the majority on the NPC. Asking the same shit over and over again.
All right, continue, darkness.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyways, like, and Spring of Revolution.
Darkness was in the middle of talking.
That's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
he's a white boy. He can be interrupted.
Wah. But no,
Go ahead,
basically, I mean, a lot of them, your average American is very much so conditioned to believe that Israel is just a natural state of being, that it's never been in a series of conflict, that it's even a settler colony or any of these things. So, I think when we take it on the face value that your average American is still kind of ignorant sometimes, or is usually raised in ignorance about this kind of stuff, sometimes you just have to recognize that people are probably not liberal Zionists or actual Zionists. They probably just hold opinions that are incorrect and have not had them challenged. And upon them being challenged and given correct information, I'd like to have faith that a lot of our comrades in DSA would change their mind if they are holding on to these wrong beliefs. Like, I haven't met anybody in DSA or have seen anybody in DSA online, at least, who said, yeah, no, Israel's actually kind of like cool or deserves to exist. Like, I have
No
not
one's
seen
saying
any,
that. No
one's saying that.
No.
Like, straight
But
the fuck up.
that's also
Yeah.
not exactly what I think it's different. I don't think you can exactly compare like the American public to DSA members, especially since I feel like DSA members, especially those that are still at least sympathetic to liberal Zionism, are DSA members that are still sympathetic to liberal Zionism are have definitely had like much more of an opportunity to be educated and to learn.
Oh yeah, I think there will always be exceptions to the rule, most certainly. And I think people who join DSA, I think there definitely is a higher bar of expectation. But I mean, once again, I mean, a lot of people in America are still coming from points of, ignorance. I mean, ask your average American, like whose stolen land they actively are sitting on top of, and I guarantee, like 9 out of 10 people would not know their fucking idea. Like, wouldn't have an idea of like whose land they're actively occupying.
I know, Osage.
Yep, we're on Osage land, but like like I said, just ask your random person, and I wouldn't even particularly hold that against them because obviously we've been
They
very
don't
much
teach us
heavily
this shit. They don't
indoctrinated.
teach us. They don't teach us that in school.
Exactly.
I don't
yourself.
hold that against them. I hold it more against people who are like that and have had the opportunity to be educated. Because I'm gonna be honest, from what I've seen, it's like we're in the middle of a fucking Holocaust, right?
Yeah.
Like, and there's still people that have at least been given, especially within DSA. I feel like if you're in DSA, 99% of people who do have sympathies to liberal Zionism as a project, like even if it's Bernie or AOC, have 100% had the opportunity to be educated and have intentionally spurned it.
Yeah.
Like,
I think people like those people who have like been like given the information and like have been confronted about that shit and still actively choose to be like liberal Zionist or Zionist adjacent or Zionist sympathetic. Yeah, like those people definitely should be like purged, because like at this point you straight up have had all the materials given to you to be better and be a better comrade and said, nah, fuck that. I'm going to continue to be like a fucking Nazi. Like, yeah, no, dude, get the fuck out.
I do think such people exist.
Yeah,
like Bernie people, AOC people who will defend like Israel.
There's people that don't want to expel or even censure AOC just because they feel her name is too big and she's the shining beacon for DSA.
Look at NYC DSA. Like, it's the SMC groundwork run shit, right? And they intentionally voted against National to prevent censoring of AOC. Like, that's fucking embarrassing. And those people do exist. I'm not going to pretend like they don't.
Oh, yeah,
they do exist. They do exist in DSA.
And
but
I think
also, I don't want to hear from like these people who aren't in any orgs, or if the only org they're in is like a racist ass ACP shit. I don't want to hear shit from them because they aren't doing shit either. Okay, like
the whole ACP does it too, like hot dog grills for like their local white suburb.
They were the nastiest fucking. Like, first of all, like that grill. Okay, it's not good unless it's off a dirty grill. So you got this shit. Fucking brand spanking new fucking grill. You got 4 hot dogs and 1 fucking hamburger. I'm like, bro, that's like a snack for me. What is wrong with you?
Damn.
Yeah, I like to
eat. Gospeler.
They spend all their money on bots. They can't afford anything else.
Yeah, on bots and buying followers. Yeah. So I posted. I mean, wait, let me reopen. No, fuck reopening it. But so yeah, myths about R22. Like we were literally handing these out at convention. The campaign against it. I know, like this is literally the same. This is literally the same MO that writers in my chapter, because we were all trying to pass local versions of this before we passed it at national. But like common myths where it would result in purges or mass expulsions of DSA members. Versions of this resolution STLs was watered down with the Rightist Amendment, but so 57 chapters covering 40% of DSA members passed this. There were no mass expulsions. There were no witch hunts. I have no interest in looking for fucking Zionists under the bed because I'm probably not going to find any. The goal is to affirm that Zionism, on par with other oppressive identities like ideologies like white supremacy, transphobia, and sexism, has no place in socialism. It will lead to automatic expulsions. It does not introduce any new mechanisms for expulsion. It clarifies the existing criteria, being in substantial disagreement with our principles and policies. I would have to quit my synagogue or Jewish organizations like JFRAGE. No, it only covers membership in an organization whose primary function is to support Israel, such as AIPAC or J Street. It would make us unendorse Rashida and Zaran. Rashida and Zaran have not violated any of the 4 criteria that can lead to unendorsement. What do you have to do to get unendorsed by DSA after the passage of R22? 1, vote to send weapons to Israel. 2, take money from lobbyist organizations like AIPAC. 3, publicly or consistently oppose BDS. 4, vote against pro-Palestinian legislation. It is inward focused. We should expand on real organizing. R22 has a concrete plan to expand DSA's Palestine work, such as no appetite for apartheid, stop fueling genocide, and labor for an arms embargo. This is why I was so critical of that fucking of that IAM strike. Like, the main thing that y'all should be doing is calling for an arms embargo. Fuck getting y'all higher pay. Fuck y'all's careers. I'm not going to go stand on a hot ass picket line in 100-degree weather to get y'all better wages so that y'all can go back to making fighter jets to kill my brothers and sisters overseas. Absolutely not. I'm not doing that.
100 fucking degrees.
Ugh. Yeah, I'm not fucking doing it. I'm not. Yeah, and humid.
I ain't getting swamp ass for fucking missiles.
Do y'all know? Like, St. Louis weather, like, will literally say "fuck you." Like, it was hot and humid as fuck this morning. You know what it decided to do? It decided it wanted to fucking rain. And make it even more humid. Yeah, St. Louis
like Georgia.
St. Louis is literally "fuck you" weather. Like, oh yeah, I already know you're struggling. Here you go, buddy. Let's dump some rain into the deep. Anyways, yeah, like, I'm not doing that. Like, I've got fucking principles. I'm not going to go work to get a bunch of white dudes $40 an hour so that y'all can go back to killing my fucking brothers or sisters overseas.
I want $40 an hour for not killing people.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it does feel kind of weird for me.
Can you guys bring us some food to the picket line? Y'all gonna be some hungry honkies. Fuck y'all.
Yeah. Y'all can burn up on your fucking own. Y'all get some good sunburns, actually.
It's like
it's just like y'all were saying earlier. This is 2 years into a fucking genocide.
Yeah,
2 years into a fucking genocide, and you're still talking about our brave men and women in uniform.
Fuck their uniform, like, bro. They kill fucking like people across the planet. Like, bro, there's nothing to be proud of the U.S. military.
Even if you're going to ignore all of that, you're saying that in the face of troops literally on home soil being deployed and used against.
Yeah, that fucking part.
Like,
I'm going to be talking about Washington. I'm going to be talking about Washington D.C. tomorrow.
They're harassing our people.
It's not like the U.S. hasn't dropped a bomb on its own soil too.
Damn right.
Yeah, several. Like the first bombing on U.S. soil was literally the Tulsa Race Massacre. Like the first time, now both of the times that you used bombs, I think they did bomb Blair Mountain, or they at least strafed it.
They did. They had fighter planes.
Yeah, so they strafed it. But like both times that they actually like bombed U.S. soil, it was against black people. So no, I'm simply not doing that, bro. And you can call me a fucking third worldist. You can say that I don't give a fuck about workers, but no, this shit is unconscionable. We got to stop doing this shit. This is why people overseas hate fucking Americans.
Yeah, because we're constantly making appeals to the fucking labor aristocrats of this country. Like, we need to fucking stop.
Fuck them. And that leads to labor not becoming more politically educated and principled, because you just see, workers need this, jump on it.
It just becomes
we're not going to help you until you get educated and demand these things.
Yeah, like, we can't keep rewarding bad behavior. And like, I'm not even opposed to, like, I was joking about the hungry honkies bit, but like, I'm not even opposed to bringing them food. But like, we have to do political education. We cannot just go out and walk a picket line with motherfuckers that make bombs and fighter jets and not try to educate them.
That would be a good segue into it. Hey, here's some food.
You only get the hot dog if you say "Free Palestine" and hold this fucking Palestinian flag. No.
There you go. See, that's accountability. But we've actually received a lot of positive attention because of this. People are constantly saying, "Oh, if you do this, it's going to make a lot of people leave." If anything, it's been making people come back. I actually know of a comrade in St. Louis who has joined DSA because of this. Yeah, if you go back, if you win the strike and you go back into the factory and you start like wrecking shit, you will get you a hamburger and a hot dog.
It's like, hey, I will give you a flash drive and it has a program that will crash the spindle of your CNC machine. If you go do that, I'll give you an eighth of weed.
Yeah. Well, no, these are middle-aged white dudes, so you would probably get further with meth. But anyways,
Fair.
like there you go. That's how you get through to the American worker. Offer them hamburgers and hot dogs.
Hamburgers, hot dogs, and meth.
Hamburgers, hot dogs, settlers, and a gun. Go wild, white boy. Anyways, we passed the resolution 56 to 43%. We also removed our ban on democratic centralism in New York.
Yep.
Yeah. So technically PSL could enter as a fucking caucus. I doubt they do it, but technically they can do that. We also passed the resolution. Pretty much, I was about to say everything, but the slate that I supported, the Springs of Revolution slate. Springs of Revolution slate.
Come on, Chris.
Springs of Revolution slate. Springs of Revolution.
That's not even a tongue twister. Come on.
Oh, look. Oh, leave me alone. So basically, a lot of the stuff by the slate that I supported, the Springs of Revolution slate, passed, such as fight fascist state repression and ICE. So this was actually on the consent agenda. So that means that our national priority for 2025-2027, this current term, is developing a robust national priority abolish ICE campaign. It's going to develop national know your rights materials available in the 8 most commonly spoken languages in the U.S. It's going to develop a shared resource hub, housing trainings on local power mapping, direct action, and other organizing tasks. It's going to support chapters organizing around sanctuary city and sanctuary state demands. It's going to enumerate learnings from successful immigrants' rights and defense coalition efforts, aka such as CIRC in Colorado, and get us resources for chapters navigating coalition migrant defense organizing. It's going to develop a toolkit for chapters to build local migrant defense coalitions and recruit and train members for migrant defense organizing, including Know Your Rights trainings, ICE Watch, rapid response coordination, and legal defense work. And we will also participate in national and local coalitions centered around the demands of abolishing ICE. And finally, we will publish a summation, an analysis of the campaign prior to 27 convention within our publications. So that's also another very, very important thing. This convention met the moment. I'm really, really glad to have participated in this. We also passed towards a multilingual DSA, also on the consent block, the consent agenda. Really.
Do you want to talk about the one Palestinian state resolution so that we can clear the air on that one too? Because I think I've seen a lot of people reposting it saying, "See, they are Zionists. They don't support a one state Palestinian state," and I think we should clear the air on that one too. Just because, once again, people are just seeing the convention title, or not the convention title, my bad, the resolution title, and just making assumptions off of that.
Because it was a chauvinist proposition. Basically, it was DSA trying to tell the Palestinian people how they are to organize their own state.
Yeah, quintessentially, if I remember correctly, it's basically people kept trying to say, well, it's the PFLP alliance. It's like, okay, yes, but you're like speaking over Palestinians who are trying to do a joint coalition of all the different forces, which, by the way, the PFLP is a part of that joint coalition that actively carried out the attack on October 7th. Like, the Palestinians are all working together. They're not like trying to liberate themselves on the condition that only the Marxist ones of them are the ones who are going to make themselves free from Israeli oppression. Like, come the fuck on.
I voted against it. I voted against it because it's chauvinist. We cannot tell the Palestinian people how we how they can wage a struggle and how they can set up their state. I did support R01 A01, the Palestinian Self-Determination Amendment, which was also submitted by the Springs of Revolution slate, because it actually centered the need for Palestinian self-determination and
Did it fail?
It failed the amendment, the R01 A01 amendment. It failed 47.6 to 52.3, so very narrowly.
Damn, bro.
That sucks though.
That does suck.
It's just a sign that we have to do more political education.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to get everything that we want.
I mean, because it's like for those who like voted for that, like the chauvinistic one, like clearly they want Palestinians to be free. It's just that they're just
they
like
don't know what,
they
don't know what freedom is.
If it's not Marxist, then it's clearly not the right position to stand behind. It's like
I don't even think a lot of them supported it in a Marxist sense. Like, I don't even think that a lot of them want the Free Palestine to be Marxist. I think a lot of them their idea is basically like they want Sweden in the Middle East. They want Sweden in the Middle East.
And a lot of those people also hold the view of like they support a Free Palestine, but they'll say something like October 7th didn't need to happen.
Who are you to tell these people what needs to happen?
Motherfuckers were clapping, cheering after October 7th.
Yeah, motherfucker. More importantly, that based off a horrendous lie that October 7th was just mass civilian slaughter.
Like hasn't been going on.
Targeted.
They put a baby in the oven.
They targeted the Gaza.
They put them in with baking powder. They made baby cakes.
October 7th was the deliberate like military excursion into the Gaza brigade of the Israeli military that surrounded Gaza. That's what October 7th was. And then unfortunately there was like criminal elements that probably got escaped out as well and participated. But like the main Palestinian factions and resistance, they went after military targets, dog. And the Israelis killed them themselves.
I don't even blame the fucking criminal elements, because this is a settler colony. It's really not that hard.
Oh, of course.
They were fucking. It's really not that hard to become a fucking criminal. Rave outside the fucking apartheid.
Exactly. Like,
they should have been.
I don't give a shit
about
got
them, just bro. Because of. They should have gotten got just because Israel produces shitty EDM.
I mean, think about it. Like, if we refer back to Fanon's text, in "Wretched of the Earth," it's like we can't blame colonized people for taking violent actions against the colonizers. Like, all they've known is violence. All they've been taught is violence. All they have been presented to with their own identity is violence against their identity. So it's like, okay, well, what are they going to give you back? The same shit. It's like, don't be surprised when they do that kind of shit. Like, don't fucking colonize somebody and expect them to be peaceful.
Yeah. Colonizers only speak to their subjects through the language of violence.
Exactly.
That's the only thing that they will understand.
Yep.
So how can we deal with DSA being 85% white, 29% white collar tech and non
cracker control,
and only 4% blue collar? Well, what does cracker control mean in practice in DSA though, Sion?
Good question.
Answer on stream.
Kind of just I can't say that. Unlimited genocide against the whites.
I want all of us this is why I want all of us to get elected to convention in 2027, because we will have just the most toxic energy. Like, we'll just have a whole fucking front row of motherfuckers that every time a shitty resolution fails, we just yell cracker control.
This actually ties back into what I was bringing up to you before we started the stream. Stop focusing on national politics.
Yeah.
Turn it inwards into local communities. There are plenty of comrades in majority non-white communities, whether they be Black, Hispanic, Indigenous, whatever. You're so focused on getting somebody elected to the state or national level.
Mm-hmm.
You're ignoring your local community. Yeah, you might do a food drive, clothing drive, school supply drive, whatever.
That's why I voted against that resolution that would stipulate that we run somebody for president in 2020.
That's
wish casting. First
of
all, I don't want anybody in DSA to be president of an empire.
Yeah, that part. But
I don't want anybody in DSA.
We're not even a party.
It's like, if you want.
why
DSA
would,
to be
even from an electoral standpoint, we're not a party. Why are we running somebody for president off of
Right.
another party's ticket?
right.
No way
You
to
know-
hold them accountable. No meaningful way to hold them accountable, and it just leads to careers.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, if you want to address the fact that like a good portion of DSA is white collar tech, kind of labor aristocrat / kind of like, college transfers or transplants. It's like, if you want to address that, yeah, like I said, focus on local politics. Like try building a dual power structure that specifically addresses the needs of those in poor communities, colonized communities. And like go to these people and like actually help them build like sustainable, mutual aid, help them build political power for themselves. And it's like, if you do that and you go to their community and you actively help them, it's like, then they'll want to join your organization because like, hey, these guys actually came to us and actually helped us and offered us real honest solutions that actually help us. Like, yeah, that's how you recruit people. You go there and you do work in their community and actually help them according to what their needs
That's why
are.
I consistently say that like our tornado relief stuff in St. Louis, that was probably the best work that we've done since I've been in DSA.
Like period. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like it's a shame it took a fucking tornado to get STL DSA to go to North St. Louis, but I'm glad that it happened. Like, and now like we're collaborating with more and more orgs up there, and eventually we'll have an entree. Like I was explaining to a comrade the other day, like there's no reason why we cannot take these north side aldermanic seats. Like many of these races are won by a hair breadth of a margin in the first place. Like quit wish casting. Like quit focusing. Like we're not going to elect one of our members to be fucking president of this empire, nor should we seek to do that. That's why I voted against it. It's just fucking silly to me. We're going to dump a whole bunch of resources into this bullshit. And honestly, that brings back the question that the individual in chat brought. Why do we focus on this type of stuff so much? Because a lot of DSA is white collar, and that's what they do. Like the lanyard click, that's what they want.
I'm a mechanic.
Yeah, like a lot of these people, they make money. They get paid to help run campaigns and work on campaigns. And I get it. Everybody's got to eat, but quit trying to hold the org hostage to your wish casting.
Yeah.
Like running campaigns that consistently fail. That's not a very good. It's not a very good program. It's not a program that builds confidence in the masses.
And on top of that too, it's like, if you want to once again like make DSA more diverse and have more people of colonized and marginalized backgrounds joining DSA, it's like maybe we shouldn't be giving legitimacy to this violent settler colonial state that we all live in by giving legitimacy to its elections. Especially on the national fucking level. It's like most people, especially our indigenous comrades, are like, why the fuck would I participate in American voting? I don't want the American state to exist. It's occupying my fucking land. It's I don't know. It seems so self-explanatory, at least to me, but tragically for a lot of people, they're still trapped in this like mentality that, oh no, America's always going to be here. It's going to continue to be a thing, and like this is something worth fighting for and putting.
It doesn't have to be.
Like so many people
gonna die.
So many people feel like you actively have to go through our like official organs of power in order to do anything. It's like, no, dog.
Oh god, I look like
they
shit.
see it as a step of if we make it better for us, then we can make it better for other people instead of.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I met the little-headed Turk.
I loved when chat went wild. When you got on
Wait, what happened? Wait, what happened?
Chat was just really excited. Everyone was just like, "Oh my god, BRG! Oh, that's fucking awesome!" Like everyone was just like,
I've been telling people that I was a delegate to the fucking convention for months. Well, Cyan, what's your question? I'm sorry, buddy.
No, it was stupid. Don't
No,
worry.
go ahead.
Ask your stupid. Ask all your questions. Are
Turks
stupid. Ask it. Yes, they well.
I mean, Hassan considers himself white.
European. Yeah, Europeans say no. Those are a couple liberation comrades. Yeah, I believe Hassan considers himself white. This was the best Pakistani.
Hassan's definitely
food.
been racialized though in a lot of contexts.
That's because Muslims are racialized.
I'm about to say, to be fair, in America, Arabic people are technically classified as white people.
Yeah. Hey, look, I found Desi Redguard. I literally found a Pakistani version of myself.
Lamau.
You guys look similar too.
So you need to get him a flat cap.
I'm banned from Busch Stadium because I got a Cubs lighter.
Bruh. Throw that shit
Yeah,
in the
bro.
trash.
But, yeah, but good time. Oh, yeah. I get the rare video of BRG. That's why you don't give me marijuana.
You need to try.
Duly
poppers.
noted. Most certainly.
I don't want to
give me
fucking try,
marijuana.
bro. You mentioned poppers.
Let me
one
bring
more
you to a
time.
real rave, bro.
I don't want
Actually,
poppers.
nah,
I don't
I'd
want
be
to.
scared. I don't. Like
I don't want to
going
lose
dancing.
asshole. Fuck.
What?
It's temporary.
that is really not selling it.
Well, shit.
Temporary loose
okay.
asshole.
Have you considered that it makes you feel a little silly for 5 seconds?
You know what
Okay,
else makes me feel a little silly?
You take the fucking.
Weed.
You take the loose asshole drug and you report back to me.
Oh, I have.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Bottom
Shit
energy.
yourself.
Anyways.
Shit yourself.
Anyways.
You're going to
Okay.
shit yourself.
Anyways, okay. Okay. So Cyan has announced that he is a bottom. That's fine. Anyway, all right. So, does anybody in chat have any questions about the convention before we segue into another stupid discourse? Fucking poppers.
Discourse.
Thank you. I'm aware.
Why can't you do both?
Stop spreading degeneracy. So, what is the path forward for DSA? And do not mention poppers. What's a good resource to learn about all the caucuses? I'm glad you mentioned. Oh God, we scared poor Cyan. Well, actually, Cyan brought it on himself.
Bro just keeps having audio issues.
Yeah, he's going to go take fucking poppers.
Oh no.
DSA politics. There we go. A guide to DSA politics. I actually had to give this guy a correction because, like, he kept he called us Gonzaloites. I'm like, bro, we're Joe Mines. Good guy though.
Hi, comrades. Alex here. If you're out of the loop, I'm a member of DSA, the Democratic Socialists of America, largest socialist organization in the United States, elected AOC, Rashida Tlaib, Zohran Mamdani. But DSA doesn't just do electoral stuff. We're involved in a lot of labor unions like Starbucks United, CIU. You get the idea. Housing, mutual aid, Palestine solidarity, justice, and especially more recently, immigrant justice. Why am I telling you all this? If you read any news about DSA from social media, at least in the States, you'll probably find very little information on DSA's actual politics or the work it does outside the electoral system. There's reasons for that. Even so much as mentioning what socialists will even do is kind of counter to what billionaire media magnates want, which is for the public to not be curious about socialism. As a result, many folks might just look at the name Democratic Socialists America and think that's the end of it. This has the effect of keeping people in the dark, even inside DSA, on what politics.
I believe we had 6 delegates, and like between candidates and cadre, I think we had like 10 people there overall.
DSA members are engaged in nationally. This is one of those times when DSA's national work is most relevant. Every 2 years, DSA holds its national convention.
Wait, why are we watching the guy who called us like Gonzaloites?
Around the country, come together to vote on DSA chapters, although this is down in the comments.
The comrade asked for a overview of all the DSA.
This is a 26-minute video.
We're not going to watch all of it.
We're jumping and skipping.
I'll first define some
Just
key
bring up
terms
the
for DSA
chart.
bodies, which form the key structure of the organization.
Of what that
espoused by
fucking
Nicolas
flow
Boulancis
chart.
and Salvador Allende. BNR emerged from a number of different tendencies.
What's wrong? Look, the poppers got you acting like that. I told you to quit taking fucking drugs.
I'm sober. I'm more sober than you.
What the fuck are you talking about? I don't take any drugs or alcohol.
He's both inside and outside DSA. It includes members with ties to Solidarity and the former ISO, or Independent Socialist Organization, both members of the Trotskyist.
Oof. You know, the ISO was at. I got my first fucking protest sign from the ISO. I literally picked it up off the ground.
Why was it on the
National,
ground?
and members from
Because I guess somebody put it there, buddy. I don't know.
Left Caucus, Momentum, and Spring Caucus, all former DSA caucuses that had shared similar politics. Generally, Bread and Roses has been described as a post-Trotskyist caucus. Bread and Roses' main focus has been in labor, namely the rank-and-file strategy, and its members are often associated from the 1891 Erfurt program of the German Social Democratic Party.
Why don't we just explain them?
Huh?
developed by Karl.
Okay,
Why don't
you
we
want to
just
explain
explain
them?
these co- No, not
Okay,
like
look.
us collectively. Although
Okay.
wait, you should play the part where they call it or not.
I don't know all the facts.
Let's explain the Caucasus. See, science got y'all in trouble. Explain mug.
Root beer.
Yeah.
That's all I got for you.
Refer to the chart. Refer to the chart.
No, this is a test.
Marxist United Center Left.
They like Marxism.
Oh, no shit.
Good to go.
Really?
Like, I know the ones we don't like.
That's true. I do too.
Wow.
Groundwork. Let's start with Groundwork. Groundwork is a so-called eco-socialist caucus.
Let's not orient ourselves around negative things.
No, we are. We're the Cracker Control Caucus. Okay? Groundwork, eco-socialist or eco-fascist, whatever you want to call it. That's Groundwork. Next, SMC.
Labubu Caucus.
Labubu Caucus. That is Groundwork too. That's what eco-socialism is, guys. Mass-producing Labubus. Okay? Get on it.
It's okay to buy them.
Commodity production is when we fix the fucking environment.
Okay, let's do reform and revolution.
No, bring up the other chart.
Good charts. What other fucking chart?
The one that the guy that Robespierre guy made.
Oh.
Oh,
the one you posted.
I posted it.
Ergo poisoning. Okay. This is better though. Ergo poisoning makes memes. We cannot be educating people through memes.
Yes, we can.
This is a distortion and vulgarization of Marxism, comrade.
Okay. Sorry.
Self-crit right now.
Sorry.
No. We're far beyond. You've committed many crimes. You've committed too many fucking crimes tonight. Now I gotta scroll through this dude. I met him in Chicago, by the way.
Wait, I posted it. I posted it in the.
Posted it where?
Gang of Four.
The Discord.
Oh, that. No. Oh, Bread and Roses, Sock Them Trotskyists, Caracol, Hippies, Commie Caucus, Bordiga and Garfield fans, Constellation, Children, Marxist Unity Group, Root Beer fans, LSC, Based Anarchists, Groundwork would have sided with the SDP during the German Revolution, Emerge, Based, North Star, Hitlerites, Red Star, Tankies, Reform and Revolution. I call them good trots. I've had many principled interactions with
I like R&R.
I've ranked Sarah for the NPC. A socialist majority, white consultants and staffers, and ourselves, Cracker Control, spelled with a K.
As it should be.
That's a Cracker Control.
Bro.
That's correct. That's the correct line.
Maoist
I don't think so. That's
English.
overly sectarian. That's overly sectarian and mean.
Yeah.
To be fair, they did want to kick us out over the whole Elias Rodriguez thing. So fucking.
And also, I've heard about what Groundwork fucking rigs elections. I don't give a shit about them. BNR, they're chill, but like they're annoying.
I ranked Alex second for NP. I mean for
SMC. For honestly, after they continued to vote no on the fucking Centra AOC shit, I don't give a shit about them. They're not my comrades. Okay, they can be your comrades. They're not my comrades.
They technically are your comrades. You're in the same organization with them. You.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna work with them, bro.
Undisciplined. You got it, bro. Undisciplined.
I'm not gonna work with SMC.
Undisciplined. Trifling.
Struggle session.
Okay, I'm starting to understand where Twitter people. I'm joking.
Undisciplined, trifling, bad faith, mean spirited.
I'll call BNR. I'm willing to extend that to BNR. That's as far as I'm willing to go.
Because it sounds like BRG.
Yeah. That's why.
I believe in working with whoever we can find common ground on. I mean, if we could find common ground on a certain issue with Groundwork or SMC, we should not like. I don't think we should go out of our way to antagonize them or irritate them.
No.
Or like do stupid, unnecessary bullshit. But of course,
that's true.
Like they are definitely not free from criticism. That's for goddamn.
But the thing
sure.
is, we'll never. There's very little avenues in which they would be interested in working with us and we'd be interested in working with them. They focus almost entirely on electoral stuff. For example, Ray was talking about Cincinnati the other day and like how they were refusing to actually engage in community stuff. They were censoring fucking Rodney Hinton shit, and they just wanted to focus on getting someone on city council. Like that's groundwork in DSA LA. They fucking rig elections in their favor and then don't do shit and then fight to get their name on the Wikipedia page for the LA like for the LA riots and shit.
I mean,
Like,
bro,
they're embarrassing.
you're talking about a bunch of internet shit.
But that's actually what happens. Like, right?
That is true.
Like,
I mean, look, nobody's above critique, but we should at least like cure the sickness and save the patient.
Yep.
it's true.
Cure the sickness
I
and
do.
save the
But
patient.
for now, like we're it's not even that I'm refusing to
Son,
work with
you're-
them.
you
I
like-
just don't
you
see
like-
where we're gonna work. Where we're gonna work together.
Look, you know how we were talking about turning electoral work inwards to the local level?
Yeah.
They're good at getting people elected.
It's true.
We
So
we
if
could
we're-
work
so-
with them on that on a local level.
Yeah.
As long as they allowed us to hold people to a principled standard and didn't just
But how are
Start-
we gonna? How
I
would we
mean,
do-
better.
How would we do
That's-
that in a groundwork, like for
In a
example,
better way.
groundwork majority?
Be a part of your
chapter.
polyed committee and just like help educate these people so, that be more politically and well informed on these kind of issues, so that if they can still obviously continue their groundwork, pun not intended. I guess maybe it is intended by their name, but regardless, but like this, so they can continue doing the electoral work and help with the electoral work, but they can do it better informed. So they have the experience going to do that door knocking and that electoral stuff. Like
I mean, it's not that hard. It's not that hard to knock on a fucking door. It's not that hard to talk to somebody and handle. I mean, we're Maoists. Like, isn't that what we're about? Talking to people.
Yep.
Not at the expense of like actual community engagement. Not just
It is
for
community.
getting someone
Like those
elected.
skills. Look,
but
when I
not
was in
just to get
when I
someone
was in
elected.
FTP, we used to canvas. And when I was in FTP,
No,
we
I'm
used to
not
canvas,
saying
we didn't canvas
canvassing is bad. I'm not saying don't canvas. I'm just saying at the expense, like Ray was just telling me about Cincinnati and how they were putting that in front of engaging in actual community work.
Well, if
Like-
somebody tells me that I can't talk about fucking Rodney Hinton, I'm going to tell them to go fuck themselves.
Exactly.
That's what we need to learn how to do. Like, in no way in the world you're going to talk. You're going to tell
But
me
say
that I
that
can't
in a
talk about.
groundwork controlled like chapter.
Look, don't nobody tell me what to fucking say or do. Groundwork,
mean.
SMC, mass work. Nobody tells me what to fucking do. If I want to talk about something, I want to talk about it. My platform is bigger any fucking ways.
Real.
Like, bro, like if you let people carry you any type of way, they're gonna carry you any type of way. If you want to talk about Rodney Hinton, talk about Rodney fucking Hinton. Like, you do not let people like carry you any type of way and have you thinking that your message is not well received. If somebody tells you that you cannot talk about something that's relevant to you as a colonized person in your city, tell them to go fuck themselves. That's what line struggle means. Of course, tell them to go fuck themselves in a principled way, because I'm not trying to give people grievances. But that's the purpose of organizing. That's the purpose of seeking out leadership positions in your chapter, so that you can call out this white fuck shit when it happens.
Move to put a broom up your butt.
Motion to remove the broom from the comrade's asshole. Second. It's getting kind of funky in here.
I will say, when I think of a caucus, I think about how not even like even if we're ignoring local stuff, which can vary depending on the chapter, like on a national level, like I don't see a problem with feeling antagonistic towards looking at like SMC's endorsements or something and being like, wow, that's you're voting for literally all the wrong things.
Oh yeah, the
Like-
fucking SCP, the fucking. I think the SMC people only voted with me on like two things, and the rest of the time, like they voted against R22. They voted in favor of one member, one vote, and yeah, that's
Voted
these are
no
the
on
people-
censoring AOC.
You know what?
Well,
you know,
we didn't even
Well,
look.
sorry,
we didn't
that
even,
was in their
we-
endorsement thing. That was in their endorsement.
Yeah, we didn't even vote on that. That's been kicked to the NPC.
I will
Because we didn't
say,
have time to.
It's like, I think the best way to deal with people in the organization that you really may or may not feel like need to be expelled or severely struggled against, it's like, I think rather than just going up to them and being antagonistic, it's like by doing the work that you need to do and sticking to your principles, like if they and you get successful with that shit and it makes their ass uncomfortable, then it's up to them to either change or to self-eject themselves. Because I think we should resort to maybe doing that first. And then if even then they're still pushing back, then you can think about something like that.
I just don't see what's wrong with being like, go fuck yourself. One,
Because
and
when you do that,
I'm also gonna ignore you and just do my own shit.
that's what they expect you to do, Cyan. Like when you act like that, just like when they're crashing out saying that they're crashing out saying that we're leftists, that we're ultra leftists that want to disrupt the org.
Let him say
What I do is I take that and I use that as an example of why we should not allow these people anywhere near power. Do not give your enemy what they want. If your enemy says that you're ultra leftists that want to ruin the org and don't know what they're doing and are childish and juvenile, why would you crash out on them in public?
I'm not saying crash out. I'm just saying, like, if they're doing this shit, or like I'm not saying I'm gonna go up to them without being prompted and say, "Go kill yourself, fuck off." I'm saying that in a specific situation where I was prompted to do that, I don't see any reason why I'd be
Cyan, I swear to God.
You're just like, we've got our own fucking evil twink in Liberation, and I hate it. Like you cannot go a half hour without saying that.
That's not even true. Okay, this is a personality you've made about me, and now I've just had to adopt it.
You just said it.
Because of you.
That's not okay. Pass the blame.
If you say that at a meeting, you're gonna get a fucking grievance.
I'm not gonna say that in a meeting.
You just said it on a stream that DSA people are watching.
A stream called Gang of Four.
Jiang Xin didn't tell that to people.
That's impressive.
Which one of the Gang of Four am I wonder? Wang Hongwen?
I'm not gonna lie.
Cyan is definitely Jiang Xin.
I feel like a bad mouse. I don't know their names.
Google it.
Gosh, making me type
the
on
gang
my
of
keyboard.
The gang. Let's look up let's just rename ourselves the Gang of Stupid Motherfuckers.
The Gang of Four was kind of stupid a lot of the time.
No, don't say that. Zhang Chen Chao, Yao Wen Yan, Wang Hongwen, Chong Qing. Cyan is definitely Chong Qing.
Why?
Because if there was any member of the Gang of Four that would tell somebody what you just told him, it was probably Jiang Qing.
Actually, that is true. I do know about. I have heard about her. she was pretty hardcore.
Yeah. Anyways, so back to things that are relevant before Cyan tells somebody else to shuffle off this mortal coil at their own hand. So
or wait, what did Darkness say? Move a mop.
Say what now?
You said something. It was like move a
no
mop.
more references to fucking sodomy, please.
Oh,
not even one.
Anyway,
we're also the
sodomy caucus.
The sodomy caucus, yeah.
Anyways, the sodomite caucus. Anyways, sodomites. So,
says you.
Are we optimistic about the future of our organization after this convention?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
There's a reason I rejoined.
we have pretty much the politics of PYM. That's like all I would need to join. So,
yeah, like clearly people have come out in force to show that like there is a genuine left wing, not only in DSA, but there's a genuine left wing that is growing here, and they are joining DSA to help bolster that and actively utilize this vehicle for more radical politics.
Yeah, definitely agree. Comrade says that R22 made them rejoin. This is actually an old comrade of mine from St. Louis. We survived the Red Guards Wars together.
Oh my God, another St. Louis comrade? Let's fucking go.
They're not in St. Louis. They moved to San Francisco.
Oh, ew.
Oh, ew. That's actually a pretty left chapter.
No. I'm talking about San Fran, the city, and moving there from St. Louis. I'm not talking about the chapter.
If somebody look, if I had the opportunity to move to San Francisco, I would move there.
I'm
I'll
sorry.
move back to Lincoln.
I am a very staunch, proud St. Louis native.
Yes. You know, I could always tell if somebody's from St. Louis. Like, Evan, as soon as I saw you, I knew you weren't a transplant. Like, yep, he has the appropriate level of quirkiness to be a native St. Louisan.
I passed the vibe check.
All right. So,
I'm gonna be collecting Cubs later. No, I'm kidding.
anyways, so we've all got work to do, and I look forward to seeing all of us at the 27 convention. Cyan, you had whiskey in that fucking thing, didn't you?
It was the
Vodka.
It was the tequila, fire roasted in the ground, straight from maple.
I guess I'm glad I don't have a working camera right now.
Tequila.
Otherwise, y'all would see my joint.
Oh, drinking and taking drugs on stream. Let me end this right now.
Do it
I don't want
beforehand.
anybody to see this horrible struggle session that y'all are about to go
Don't
through.
worry.
Goodbye.
That's
Anyway,
why I don't.
Ew. Anyways, we are the Gang of Four. And, well, it's more like a gang of one because these degenerates, I do not call them my comrades anymore.
We don't
Anyway,
have
see
Skrilla
y'all.
too.
Anyway, see y'all
Also,
next
Skrilla
week.
would be more like the person you were calling me.
Skrilla is fucking Lin Biao. Anyways,
Yeah.
we will see y'all next week where we will be talking about China, I think.
Oh boy.
And
With Shane.
Yeah.
revisionism.
On that chain.
Communist China. Anyways.
One long struggle
Peace.
sesh coming. Stay tuned.
Yes.
Bye, y'all.
Anyways. Yeah. Let me yell at these reprobates for their degeneracy. Goodbye.